just because of where he comes from, and I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan too, and I see mom in him for sure. So I think I'm gonna go with that one for sure.
What's he done to get to this point where he can score 11 against the best defensive team in the country?
Honestly, just his preparation. Just the fact that he's come in every single day since he's been here, and he's put in like the hardest work. Like something that every single day you know what you're gonna get from him, and it's like not just in games but in practices, man. Like he goes hard all the time, and it's like things like that. They go a little bit unnoticed, but in times like this is where you get to like reflect on it a little bit.
When you have a team with a lot of older guys and then a handful of younger guys like that, how gratifying is it for you older guys when you see one of the young guys get to have moments like this, knowing how hard he's working?
For me personally, like it's such a good feeling. Just like it kind of feels like watching myself a little bit, just because I remember being in their shoes and going through those moments and having a big moment, big game like that. And it's just like I said, man, those guys, they put in the work. So just to see them, see the work pay off, like I think it's going to give them a lot more confidence and just, make sure that they keep going. So it definitely makes me very happy.
There's a point in a freshman's year where he's not a freshman anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have that point? Could you remember that? And does Trent look like he's kind of gotten past that?
For myself, I might have not had that moment. I think I probably had that moment when I became a sophomore. But Trent, man, like I would probably say it was last game or maybe even before that. There was when we played at Tennessee. Yeah, he had a big shot, and I'm like, oh, damn, he took that, and he made it. And he's super confident in himself, man. It's just like that's just the kind of player he is. He goes out there and he bangs in 3 threes when we need it, and it's just amazing to watch.
How much energy does that bring? I mean, obviously they go nuts when you hit a three. They'll go nuts when Ansley hits a three in a big spot. But it seems like it's a little louder when Trent.
For sure.
How much does that kind of spread throughout the team when you're out there and he does that?
Like you said, man, it's a different energy that gets into that arena, and it's just like rightfully so. He's from Kentucky. I'm sure he's like re-watched his moment like in his head just over and over again, and just for him to have that, man, it's crazy. And like you said, man, like the arena gets super loud in there, and it's just a momentum shifter for us. It's like he hits a shot, everybody goes wild, and now we got to keep on going. So it definitely gives us a lot of energy.
Koby, talk about the way you kind of shoot the basketball, man. You talk about confidence a lot, but ultimately it kind of seems like you're one of the most sound shooters out there. You're not really crazy excited after you hit a shot. You're back on defense, ready to play ball. But when you get in the huddle, man, when you guys get in the timeout, let that energy kind of go. Just kind of talk about how you're able to play basketball and be so calm and collected when you're shooting the ball the way you are.
Yeah, for me, I feel like, I play hard, throughout the whole game on both ends, and when it's time for me to shoot, I have to just relax a little bit, So that's the one moment in the game where I'm gonna, take my time and just breathe a little bit. And once the shot goes in, like at this point, kind of just becomes regular. So I don't do too many celebrations or nothing, but it's kind of just move on to the next thing. But I think shooting is really just about staying calm in the moment. And I haven't been shooting the ball too well, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna keep shooting. So.
Sorry if you're.
Good win tonight. Great win.
It's a pretty complete game for you all tonight. Just kind of talk about that, going 2-0 against Tennessee this season in SEC play. It's kind of big, huge quad wins for you guys. Just kind of touch on that a little bit, man.
It's a great win. We had to do it to go out there and try to get the W, especially after the last game. We looked at what we did well and what we didn't do too well, tried to focus on those things, and we went out there today and executed that.
Hope so. You didn't realize you had that Euro step in your bag there at the end when you had the and one. Was it fun to get to show off some extra stuff tonight?
You feel me? Yeah,
it's just all that in there too.
No, of course. You know how it is. We all basketball players at the end of the day work on our games and stuff like that. I just felt like that was, we needed a bucket at that time, and I felt like time was running out a little bit, so I just tried to get creative.
Did you expect yourself to have some of these, like so many big moments for this team so far?
I mean, I hoped that I did, but I just go out there, try to help the team in any way I can, and sometimes they're in big moments, sometimes they're not.
Ansley, when Lamont goes down, and then a few minutes later you're down 3, it seems like the odds are stacked against you guys. What kind of allowed you guys to rally and finish this off, and what was kind of the message from Coach Pope?
Just next man up mentality. Lamont went down, obviously that hurt us, but we didn't want to let our brother down. We obviously it's a big loss, but we still had to go out there and take care of business. We needed that win, and we were going to do whatever it takes to go get that win.
What is it about Coach Pope specifically that just keeps you guys so confident, even when things are just stacked against you, it feels like?
He's very, very calm. Like, I've never seen a coach as calm as him, like, ever. Like, he's super calm in any sort of situation. He's very, very calm, and Like, especially high stress situations, he's calm and he helps. I mean, when you feed off that as a player, especially he's not yelling or none of that. He's just telling us we're going to be good, stay confident, we'll be fine. So it's just easy to feed off that as a player when your coach is just that calm and that mellow.
Tennessee has the best three-point shooting defense in the country. Y'all across 2 games now are 50%. Is there something about the matchup that just makes it a little bit easier for you all, or kind of why do you think y'all have so much success there?
Numbers don't really tell the real story. We watch a lot of film on them. The way they play defense is just there's a lot of ways you could attack it. It's just the way our team is built. So, we get a lot of open looks, and we knock them down past 2 games.
How much can you kind of touch base on, your teammates, the way you guys are playing, pretty consistently over the past couple of games? Can you just kind of touch base on the guys to your left and to your right, how they're playing ball, and how you guys are ultimately being able to kind of compete together and just go out there and just play winning basketball? Man?
We just going out there and like I always say, just try and get better every single day. When it's game days, when it's practice, just trying to go out there and continuously get better every single day, so that when March comes, when April comes, we're ready to be at our peak. Because that's really what the end goal is: playing those late March games, those early April games, so that out there trying to get number 9 for y'all.
For sure. I mean, I'm just trying to get better game in, game out, practice. And, I mean, it's just cool being able to play with so many guys. Like I said, I mean, they just instill confidence with me. Coach Pope instills confidence into me. So whenever you have those 2 things, it makes it so much easier.
So what's it like playing on a team in which every night everybody is counted on to come in and perform?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think that's what makes it special. I mean, we have so many guys up and down the roster. I mean, it can be one guy's night this night, and then next week it's somebody else's. So I think that's what makes us really special and really hard to guard.
So if Tennessee beats Kentucky, does your mom put off the hair appointment for a week?
Maybe. She might.
You ever wrap your head around the fact that 10 months ago you were headed to South Carolina, and look where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just God's plan. I was just trusted in that as long as I can. I mean, that's the big thing. I mean, God's plan for me is what I want. I just try to trust it, and even when things go bad, I don't really know what's going on, I just always lean back to that.
I remember talking to you earlier, and it was like right after it happened. Were you hoping they were going to call once you knew that Mark Pope was here?
Yeah, I mean, I was just, like I said, just trusting God's plan. I mean, whatever he had for me, whatever path, I was trusting it and going with it. So that's what makes it so special about being a Christian.
How bad did you want the and one? And those are pressure free throws at the time. It was a lot closer game at the moment.
Yeah, I thought it was dropping in, but thankfully I got to step up and the ball went in, so that was big for us.
First 3, you threw something out. I mean, you were celebrating pretty good. Normally you're pretty even.
Yeah.
But were you kind of comfortable from the jump? Really?
Yeah, that was shout out Ansley. I've been telling the guys that, I mean, they've been getting me. I got to throw a little celebration in, so I don't think I did on the other 2, but I just kept it even keel. But yeah, that shout out Ansley took a celebration.
Everyone has to be so flexible on this team. Everything's kind of changing with injuries, guys in and out. For you, I mean, how has this been kind of a challenge, but also kind of a fun opportunity for you to get in, get more minutes, and kind of step up for this team when they really need you?
Yeah, it's been really cool. I've just tried to stay ready the entire time. I mean, no matter if everybody's healthy or we're a little depleted, just try to stay ready because I know my time will come.
I've heard it said before that a lot of freshmen reach a point in their first year where they get over this hump where they don't feel like a freshman anymore. Do you feel like you're kind of crossing that?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit. I mean, we always have a few freshman mistakes here and there, but I mean, just the coaches, they just push me and give me the green line and stuff like that, so that makes it so easy.
Sorry you were asked this already, but if you could, again, just beating Tennessee twice now and you making big plays in both games, how good does it feel to get a season sweep over a rival?
Yeah, I mean, that's really cool, and it's really big for our fans, too. I mean, coming into this game, we went 2-0 and we got the second one in front of Rupp Arena. That's really special.
Trent, talk about the confidence that Coach is instilling in you all consistently, especially you and Travis. You know, you guys being from Kentucky, I know this kind of means a little bit more for you all. But just talk about how much confidence he puts in you all day to day. And he kind of hinted a little bit that you guys have like a shooting game that you guys do during practices and things like that, or sometimes staying after. Just kind of talk about the environment, how you guys are able to kind of shape together and play together, and how much better that makes you all overall.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, they do instill so much confidence into me. Yeah, me, Colin, and TP, we had a thing called the Freshman Cup, but Coach Fox changed it to the Sophomore Cup because he says we're sophomores now. We've grown up. So all the time after practice, we always do this little shooting game. you're going to have to ask them who won today at shoot around because, I mean, that was me. But it's really fun. We just get to get extra shots with each other and be competitive at the same time. So it's fun to do it with them.